South China Morning Post, 11th of November 2022, consider the danger of a Third World War against Communist China on Remembrance Day. We must remember why our wars were fought on Remembrance Day and the sacrifices made by everyone who was a part of them. The two world wars were mostly fought to protect democracy and, strangely, to establish international peace. Unfortunately, neither of these two goals has been accomplished. A new global armed conflict is a genuine and terrifying potential as wars continue and democracy is currently under enormous stress everywhere. Lance Corporal Geoffrey Allanson and other departed former Urrbrae Agricultural High School students in South Australia were honoured during a wonderful school ceremony held on Remembrance Day last year. At age 26, Allanson passed away from beriberi and general weakness in the notorious Japanese POW camp of Naoetsu. His letters to his family at home show that he had no doubts about the virtue of the Allied cause. The young pupils who attended the meeting and their peers worldwide could become the target of a future world war. This Remembrance Day, all world citizens of good conscience, in the Indo-Pacific region and beyond, must consider what sort of division of global power and influence they would accept between the West and China, the West and Russia, dictatorship and democracy, and how many young lives, if any, they would be willing to give up if diplomacy failed and a Third World War resulted. When conflict becomes impossible, peace can exist. The greatest danger comes from Communist China's efforts to replace the United States. Most Westerners do not see the connection between the current crisis and NATO sending its soldiers to Russia's border and U.S. naval warships in the Taiwan Strait, as stated in Effects of Russia's Ukraine War Teaching World Hard Lessons about Weaponized Interdependence, October 31. Unfortunately, these folks are like the medical staff at a Vienna hospital in 1847, who refused to accept that hand-washing reduced mortality because they believed a gentleman's hands could not spread disease. After the bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki in 1945, the conflict between Japan and the United States became unlikely, and vice versa, when many nations obtained nuclear weapons and ballistic missiles, as happened during the Cold War. Since nothing genuinely threatens interconnectedness, only China and Russia, close friends, have operationally deployed hypersonic missiles. The ongoing crisis in Ukraine is only a regional one with consequences for the entire world.